Hello and welcome. My name is Sue and I'm with The Livable Life. Today we are swapping out the beds in my kids' bedrooms. My son has this gigantic bunk bed, and at the time that we got it, we thought it was a great idea. It was free, and then we got it into the house and it was huge. We couldn't get up to the top bunk to change his sheets. We couldn't put him back to bed if we needed to. We just hated it. So we're doing a swap. Just a little bit messy underneath where the bed was. Oh, yikes. Need to get it vacuumed out now. Yuck. That's one of the disadvantages of having a bed that you can't move. Trying to clean. Ugh. So I scoured Facebook Marketplace to try and find a replacement bed for my son, and I just wasn't finding anything that really I thought would function well for him. And then we came across this other bed that was very similar to my daughter's, except for it was pink. So we decided to go and get this new bed and put it in my daughter's room, and then we would just give my son the one that my daughter has currently in her room. So we had to do this big old swap. And then I had to enlist the help of my dad, my husband, my cousin, my bestie, all to get this bed moved into my son's room. Well, first to get the gigantic bed out of my son's room, get this one moved, and then get the new one installed as well. My husband, it was such a sport. He had to drive about an hour-ish away to get the new bed, but it was all worth it in the end. So my son had all of his clothing in those two blue dressers, and in reality, he just had too much. So I'm going through all of his clothing. There's a bunch of stuff that was just way too small that I'm putting into this clear tote. And instead of having one drawer for t-shirts, one drawer for long sleeves, I'm actually combining them into one drawer just because he doesn't need so much. And then it becomes too much laundry for me to do and to try and keep up with. So now my bestie is in here helping me figure out how exactly we're going to set up this room. Her son sleeps in here occasionally and has some of his clothing and stuff in here. So we're working together just to try and figure out the best layout. We ended up moving the bunk bed over to the side and putting the other bed on the floor next to it. The vent there underneath the window is a very awkward location. It makes it difficult to really get the best arrangement in this room. And holy Hot Wheels, Batman, does your kid have a ton of Hot Wheels like my son does? Because this whole trunk was filled. There's so much. I don't know what to do with it all, but you know, it's the time in our life, I guess, that it's the time of the Hot Wheels. So I'm just cleaning out the closet right now, trying to put the dressers in here. Decided to just put the one dresser with my son's clothes in here, and then the dresser with my friend's son's clothing just remained out in the open, just so then it was less confusing for them for whose items were where. I'm bringing in this IKEA organizer that we used to have in our playroom. Then it was for my daughter. Now I'm bringing it in to have my son's Hot Wheels and tractors and Legos and all sorts of things. And I'm trying to organize this bin that used to be my husband's barn set when he was a kid. But as I was going through, it was just so dirty and gross that I took it back out, and I'm trying to convince my husband to throw it away. So I kind of ended up with a mess in my daughter's room when we took her bed out. So now I'm just going through getting stuff situated after the mess that I made, getting her new toys put away, taking out some old things that she hadn't been playing with, and just getting it all nice and tidy. All right, and here is, well, the mostly finished product. So all of the Hot Wheels are underneath the bed under there. Not very pretty, but at least they're under there. He's got his bookshelf. This desk pulls out farther, but for now, I just leave it partially out. That way he has a little shelf for garbage can, his water bottle, books. And then you can see I have his Minecraft stuff, some different trucks, dinosaurs. This is empty still. Some RC cars. And then this is a Duplo train set that all fit nicely in there. And then in his closet, have his bin of socks, and then undies, pajamas. In his other dresser, he had a full drawer of t-shirts, which was just not necessary. So I really pared that back. So I have t-shirts, some long sleeves. He also had a full drawer of long sleeves. He just doesn't need that many clothes. Drawer of pants, which really, I think he still has too many, but for now, that's okay, because I know some are getting small. And then sweatshirts down there. Oh, yeah. So it was quite the overhaul in here, but I am pretty happy with how it turned out. And there's just more room. His bed is more accessible if he needs something in the middle of the night, or if we need to put him back to bed. It's just not so high and so huge, and changing sheets. It was terrible trying to get up on his other bed. Then I'll show you the girls' room. Okay, and here we have the girls' room. And I know I just did an organizational video about this room, but redid some organization of hers. Put this cube shelf in here for books and miscellaneous things. She has some more storage under there. All my daughter's Peppa Pig stuff. Ooh, so much Peppa Pig stuff. But this works out really well. Then she has a shelf over there along the ledge where she can put like a water bottle or whatever book she's reading for the night. And yeah, it just happened to all work out. So again, thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of this. Give me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll catch you next time.